Yeah.
So maybe you can give the summary, your summary of what IFS is. And for people who don't know it, obviously people are listening who do know IFS, so they'll have to be patient with this a little bit. If we can can you break it down? What is IFS?
I'll just give a thumbnail sketch and then invite people to go deeper if they'd like to with other podcasts or reading offerings that are available. But IFS really offers a different understanding of how we function as humans. So typically, in our culture, we think of ourselves as one singular monolithic being. So I am me. And so then if we feel a feeling or we engage in a behavior, we tend to over-identify with that. So we might say, I am an anxious person, or I am codependent, or I am depressed, I am an addict. That kind of thinking is fairly hopeless, because if that feeling or that behavior is all of who I am, it's a little hard to change. IFS helps us to understand what I think we all kind of intuitively know, because we talk this way, is that we're actually not one singular creation. We all are one person with many parts. And we just naturally talk this way. We'll say, there is this committee in my head. Or we'll say, a part of me really wants to go to that party on Friday and see everybody and get reconnected. And another part of me is so exhausted. It's been a long day at work, and I just want to go home and binge watch Netflix. So we intuitively get that we are made up of many different parts, and those parts are often at war. And IFS is fairly simple in the highest level of understanding. It articulates that we all have a core self. That's at the core of who we are, kind of like the core of an apple. And then we have basically three types of parts. We have exiles that are parts of us that carry the pain and trauma of our negative life experiences. And then we have two types of protective parts. We have proactive parts. We call those managers, and they're trying to proactively prevent us from feeling the pain of our exiles. And when that doesn't work, we have reactive protectors. We call those firefighters, and they jump in when we do feel the pain of our exiles to try to put out that pain, like putting out a fire. And that's basically it, understanding that we're all comprised of a self and many different parts. And that when we get into struggles, either with behavior or conflict or feelings that we don't want to be in, understanding that we just have parts at war and that's normal, is how IFS helps us to make sense of those confusing and self-defeating experiences that we can often have.